Hello folks, my name is Marco Siefried and I had the big honor to lead the Porsche Supercup field on the last week's Supercup weekend, which is at the same time the Grand Prix weekend, to guide and lead the whole grid to the racetrack, and I did it exactly with that car. It's the 991 GT3, the street legal version. As you can see, as a comparison, we have both cars, the race car and the street legal car, right beside each other. And at the first view of it, there's not a big change to see. If we go in details, you can see we have here a hook to just pull the car for the marshals if a car gets stranded for some reason. We have here the fast clips to open up the hood. Here are some openings, which is different to the street legal car, to get the driver some air. At the end, all the fenders, the doors, the bumpers are lighter than the street legal one. There, it makes it a pure race car. We save some weight there, and it drops down, I think, about 200 kilos less than the street legal one. I don't have the figures totally in my mind. Also, a big change on the street legal one, we have the PCCB brake. It's a ceramic brake system. Compared on the race car, is a steel brake, specifically developed and designed for the race car. There's also no ABS in the race car compared to the street legal one, and it's also reorganized in a race car with two main brake cylinders, so you can change, we call it the bias, so the relation between front and rear pressure on the brake. Then when I come back on the rear end of the car, we see here also a rear wing. If you have a look at this one, it's higher, it's wider, and it's also adjustable. This one is solid. So talking about the engine, as you can see, we have the same exhaust almost, it looks like, but the engine is really very much the same. On the street legal one, we have a double clutch transmission system called a PDK. In the race car, we have a real 6-speed sequential transmission, a dog transmission, and it is not as comfortable. It's louder, it's a little more rough. We have a mechanical limited diff slip in it, and yeah, that's actually the main difference in it. And for safety reason, as we also can see, there's a roll cage in it, and also a special feature on race cars. As you can see on the rooftop, there is a lid which is here for the rescue service of the medical service. If there is an incident or an accident where the doctor isn't sure if there was something with the neck, they can open up here and can take the driver's helmet off here instead of getting inside the car, and it makes it real difficult because there's not a lot of room, and on this way it's safer and gives them more room to work on. So those were the main differences between the race car and the street legal car. Obviously there are different features. I hope you enjoyed that explanation, and we see each other at the next round, which will take place at the Red Bull Ring, and I hope to see you there.